Good evening. Frustration and delays at airports across the country tonight as more flights are canceled or delayed thanks to extreme cold. It began earlier this week, and the vast majority of the impacted flights belong to a single airline. Our Jeremy Thompson is out at YEG Live for us this evening. And Jer, what's the situation for passengers now?
Well, Jeff, people are still checking in to flights with WestJet, which is the carrier that's been experiencing most of these cancellations. I did catch up with one gentleman earlier today who's been sort of caught up in this since yesterday. He had a flight canceled then. He came back this evening, and another flight cancellation. It really just has been a rough few days for passengers. It's been a cranky morning on the departures floor at Edmonton's airport.
Frustrated, beyond frustrated.
I'm holding it all in. I'll just leave it at that.
Red and orange highlights show a handful of flights delayed or canceled, including Donna Leslie's.
I have 11 altogether, and this is Noah.
She was supposed to be on a flight to visit her grandkids Tuesday night.
It was canceled till 8 o'clock this morning. And so I came here for 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock this morning to check in, and it's canceled again.
At least 15 flights in and out of Edmonton were canceled today, along with more than 130 nationwide this week. The vast majority were WestJet flights.
They apologized. I just heard something about weather, and that's about it.
This was the WestJet backlog in Calgary Tuesday morning.
We will not be rebooking if you're unhappy what we're doing here today. We are sending out vouchers if you qualify for them.
A spokesperson for the airline says WestJet is working to reaccommodate all disrupted guests as quickly as possible, but due to limited availability on WestJet flights or with alternate carriers, it may not be possible to reaccommodate all affected guests within the 48-hour time frame specified by the air passenger protection regulations.
Just recently, WestJet was fined to the tune of $150,000 by the Canadian Transportation Agency for a previous incident in 2024.
This advocate believes WestJet is violating some air passenger protections now. He says sometimes airlines pay fines rather than going through the complex process of rebooking hundreds of flights.
Unfortunately, because of how low the penalties being issued are, it is still more profitable for airlines to break the law in many cases.
WestJet is adding back flights as planes clear winter maintenance procedures. Some passengers won't be taking them.
I'm flying Air Canada from Winnipeg back home to Toronto when it's done, so hopefully that one goes okay.
And this situation, as I mentioned, is ongoing here. Just a quick look at the departures board, and there are still 3 canceled flights this evening. 2 of those are with WestJet. There's also about 7 delayed flights. That's more evenly spread through various carriers. The message from the airport for passengers is just make sure you check the status of your flight before you make the drive all the way out here. Just make sure you do that before you leave home. Jeff.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. That is Jeremy Thompson live for us tonight.